What is going on, everybody? It is Ramp here with Rampski Gaming, and we are going to get into, in this video, the cheapest pathway into sim racing. Alright, so you want to get into sim racing and you don't want to spend a extreme amount of money?
You know how we've always talked about the possibility.
There are a few ways you could do this. I'm going to go into the pathway that I took and the route that I went, and that is with the G29. Overall, you can race just as fast as some of the people with higher end equipment as long as you are able to dial in the right settings. A lot of my channel has little tips and tricks you can do with your G29. It might not feel as good because it's a gear driven wheel versus a belt driven wheel that some of the other guys have, or a direct drive wheel. But ultimately, it's a pretty solid set. I bought it on sale for about 200 bucks. All the links will be in the description there to everything that I show here and recommend. But I got it for about 200 bucks, the wheel and the pedal set. They lasted me about 3 or 4 years. They still work great. And I'd say I definitely got my money's worth on it. Now you can also buy the shifter. It's about 50 bucks. You can buy those on sale as well. Or you can buy these secondhand. I mean, I got 4 years out of mine. I think the odds are pretty high that you're going to find one that's used either locally sold or on a Discord server or something that you can buy for cheaper than 200 bucks even. So definitely a solid option when you're just starting out. Now, before we go into the types of mounting that you can go, I want to talk briefly about the chair wheels that you can use. If you have a computer chair like myself, you can simply buy these new wheels that are listed on Amazon. As I said before, it'll be in the description there. They each have these little locks on them, and all you have to do is flip them into place, and you're not going to get any movement out of your chair. It's worked really good for me. You could also just use like a foldable chair or whatever. Most people that are trying to get into sim racing, they already have a desk chair. You just swap these wheels on and lock them down, and you're good to go. I mean, it's a $20 fix, and they work great, so I couldn't recommend them more. I think it's a great way to get into it without having to buy a whole cockpit. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the wheel stand. If you go the G29 route, or if you even got like a T150, which I'm not recommending against, I can't speak on that behalf. But basically, you can go the route that I went and buy this wheel stand. It's about 100 bucks on Amazon. They make different variations, different companies make them, but I'm almost 100% positive the wheel stand that I got 3 or 4 years ago was this exact kind, same brand and everything, and it's still the same price. So it's a pretty cheap stand that works pretty well. I am using it to this day still, so I'd say I got my money's worth on it, that's for sure. To kind of wrap things up here before I go to my conclusion, I just want to state that you can always mount your wheel to your desk. That's definitely an option. Use your monitor as a... you don't have to buy the wheel stand as long as your desk has like a decent lip on it. If it's got to be more, you got to have like an inch or two on the lip of your desk for you to clamp it in, and that holds true for almost any wheel in the market. So anyway, guys, that's what I think is the cheapest route, cheapest pathway into sim racing, and I hope you guys found it useful. If you have any ideas or any suggestions as far as a cheaper way to go, feel free to say so in the comments, and hopefully you guys found this useful. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next one.